Yeah, the horizon is where the sky seems to meet in the land. Is that okay?
Yes.
So anytime you get out of your house, look far away. And then as you look far, you realize that at a point, it seems the sky, when the sun is setting, you can see that it's disappearing at the horizon. Are you okay? All right. So it's like the interface between the sky. So it's really apparent. Is that okay? It's not really real, but that we see it that way. Where the skies meet the land, yeah, the earth, the ends of the earth, as they call it. Is that okay? Okay, so this is a high oblique photograph. So this is a low oblique photograph. Here we can't see the horizon. So it's kind of, we are getting closer to the vertical photography. Okay, we're getting close to vertical photography. Okay, so this one, if this is a vertical photography, then we have the low oblique is looking more like this. The high oblique is looking more like this. Okay, so the tilt is getting, I don't know what to say, worse and worse. Are you okay?
Yeah. So, sir,
Actual vertical, yes.
hello? Can we define low oblique as like your camera angle is between 0 to 45
You don't
degrees?
say the camera angle. You call the camera axis, optical axis.
Camera axis. Okay. Your
Optical
axis, like
axis.
if vertical have to be 0 at 90 is at 0, then your camera axis is between 0 to 45 degrees as low oblique.
Well, you can decide to associate values to them only when we are talking about vertical and tilted photograph. Is that okay? So a tilted photograph is unintentionally tilted, but then an oblique photograph is intentionally tilted. Is that okay? All right.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, what you are looking at here is actually the vertical. So this is the vertical. This is the vertical. This is the vertical. So the vertical is always vertical, but then the camera axis seems to be turning. Are you okay? So if I were to draw the camera axis here, the camera axis is coinciding with the optical axis, the camera, the vertical. Are you okay? The vertical is coinciding with the camera axis. Here, the camera axis is tilted. Are you okay? So it's somewhere here. Okay, so the camera axis is somewhere. So the angle of tilt is really between here and here. Okay, so that's the tilt. But here the tilt is 0. Over here, the tilt is 0.
That's vertical.
So T, yeah, that's vertical photography. So this is vertical photography. Okay, I can't write properly with this one.
Yeah.
Now the angle here, so the angle here and an angle here, these angles are the tilt angles, which we are not really interested in the oblique situation of oblique. Because we have intentionally tilted it just so that we can have a certain view. It's not really, it's not good. We don't want to use oblique photographs for anything in engineering. You don't want it. We'll find out later that even the one where we have tilted between 0 and 3 degrees, we have serious issues, serious corrections that we have to make. We have to use an auxiliary coordinate system in order to measure from a camera which is actually unintentionally tilted between 0 and 3 degrees. Are you okay?
Okay.
All right. So that is basically it. All right. So obviously, extraterrestrial photography, we take pictures from space-based cameras. Is that okay? Pictures that are taken from space-based cameras. So this one, satellites. We are looking at satellites. Are you okay? You have to mount the camera on a satellite. So they are specially designed cameras that can take pictures from space. That's extraterrestrial. Is that okay? The first time I heard the word extraterrestrial, We were talking about aliens. Are you okay? Aliens and stuff, maybe alien movies. Are you okay? Conspiracy theorems of other people living somewhere else. I don't know. It can only be a conspiracy because I haven't seen any aliens yet. I don't know if anybody here has seen an alien. All right. So basically, we want to make use of vertical aerial photographs. Okay. And vertical area photographs are photographs taken in parallel flight strips. Okay, so this is where I need my whiteboard, but unfortunately, Microsoft's whiteboard isn't working, and I'm so disappointed. Okay, let me try this one. So, what are we actually saying? Vertical photographs should be taken along what? Parallel fly strips. So we fly one way, we come back, fly the other way, come back, fly the other way. Then as we go, we are taking pictures.
Yes.
And these pictures are supposed to be vertical photographs that are taken along the flight axis. Is that okay? So that is the point that we are making. So we take plenty, we go 10, come back, 10, come back, and we cover the project area. Okay. All right. So that is basically it. We need to take photos in parallel flight strips. You don't take it anyhow. Okay, take one here, fly forward a bit. Let's go and take one on the Atlantic Ocean. That is not the type of photograph we are talking about. We're talking about photos that are taken along parallel flight strips. Parallel flight strips. Parallel flight strips. So the lines that we are taking along should be parallel. It's very important. Each successive photograph overlap previous photo. So you saw me intentionally doing an overlap. If you really saw me doing that, yeah. You see that I was actually drawing one photograph. Then I drew the other one on top of it. It isn't because I just fancy doing that. We need to actually have this overlap region.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's on purpose. The overlap region provides the 3D coordinates or provide a common overlap, which also give us the ability to generate three-dimensional. Are you okay? A model. Is that okay? We can do a model. So here there's a small overlap. The overlap region is always about 60%.